issues of gender, age, and career are presented in this third vignette.
Well, Kathy, last time we met, you mentioned that you were having a conflict with home, work, and school, and I thought we could talk about that today.
Yeah, I really thought a lot about that this week, since we talked last week. I think the conflict really is between work and school.
Okay.
It's like going to school has been a dream of mine for so long, and I finally got up the courage to apply, was accepted, started in the program, had everything planned out, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to work it all in. And something's not quite right. I can't quite make the shift from work and from where I've been to where it is that I want to go.
Okay.
I think I want to go.
What seems to be causing the conflict?
Well, I think that a lot of it is that my job has been real important to me, and I've spent a lot of time in education devoted to a career, and I've established a professional identity in that career, and I'm comfortable there. I know I do a good job, and now it's like not knowing what I'm doing, recognizing that I have so much to learn, and being really scared that maybe I can't do it, or maybe if I do it, it won't be what I really wanted after all, and that I should have stayed where I was.
So you seem to be feeling some doubt about your decisions.
Yeah.
And you're focusing a lot on career and school. What about your home life with your husband and children, if you have any?
My husband's real supportive, and there's really no conflict there. He's, in fact, been encouraging me all along that if this is something that I think I want to do, I ought to do it, instead of waiting until I'm 65 years old and looking back and saying, oh, I wish I would have, or why didn't I do that when I had a chance? And we don't have children, so that's really not an issue. So I don't see the conflict between demands from family and home as much as I do between where I've been and where I want to go.
But how do you imagine your husband must feel not having someone at home to take care of things?
Where did that question come from?
How my husband feels, he feels fine. I think it's more being afraid to give up what I've got, what I know, what's a sure thing, and having some difficulty in trusting kind of what I know I really want to do in this exciting new opportunity, and but there's a risk there and still some uncertainty.
So it seems kind of scary to give up what you've already established.
Yeah, it's real scary.
Maybe she does understand.
I'm not quite sure if it's just the fear associated with the risk. I can understand that, but it's more like, what if I really don't like it when I get there?
In terms of
too late to go back?
Your degree? So you're kind of feeling a lack of confidence?
Confidence.
In terms of succeeding in this new direction?
She thinks I can't do it.
A little, maybe.
She seems really bothered. Maybe I've touched on something important.
But I think it's more the fear of giving up that security.
And what about your home life? How has that been affected by...
Why do I have to explain this? She's a woman. She has a career.
How has it been affected? It's different. My home life is different now. I don't have as much time. But then I never really spent a whole lot of time doing cooking, cleaning. I've never been a real homebody anyway. So I doubt that my husband has really seen much difference. It's not like he was having all of these fantastic, wonderful meals when he came home from work. I've never done that. So I don't think that he's missing that.
So the conflict seems to be more within school and work.
And work, right.
Hallelujah. She finally got it.
Part of it is that I think if I were going back to school in the same field and staying in the same career instead of making a total career change, that it might be easier for me to deal with that.
But somehow you're stepping into an entirely new realm.
Right, right.
I think we're finally communicating.
So very different from the kinds of things that I'm doing now, or at least it seems very different.
So what is it about work and school? There's some conflict going on there. What do you see as the conflict?
I'm not quite sure what it is.
Yeah, that's what I need to talk
My
about.
job is pretty flexible, so I have been able to work out the time requirements for school, and I'm getting everything done that needs to be done, both at school and at work. But it hasn't been easy, and I just wonder how I'm going to be able to do it.
How you're going to handle all those responsibilities?
For 3 or 4 years. And the idea that at some point I'm going to need to let go of the job. It's like when I first started last fall, I started with the idea that this coming fall I would quit work and devote all my time to school. I would get some money saved, be ready, be able financially to handle it, and to really make the split, make the move, just do it. And I figured that after a year in the program, I would feel more comfortable about whether or not this was what I wanted to do.
Right.
And as much as I like it, and as exciting and challenging as it is, I'm finding that I can't let go. I can't let go of that job.
What's keeping you there?
I don't know. The security, I guess. It's like, I think